Hey Taurus, this is your general tarot reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant, or rising sign for the month of August. Taurus, this is going to be perhaps a really, really sweet month for you, a really soft month where it's all about a big focus on your personal happiness, where you get to feel good, feel relaxed, feel content in yourself in the first half of the month, and then in the second half of the month, allowing that to move on to being creative and bringing a little bit of romance into your life. So this could prove to be a very, very happy and sweet month for you, Taurus, where it's all about self-love and then sharing all of that beautiful love with other people, where you can have a laugh, have a joke, have some play and get creative. This is another big theme this month, Taurus, getting creative and putting all your heart and soul into something, and when you see the results, you'll be happy. So that's beautiful. Why is this going on? That's the big question. What's going on? Why? We open the month and it's the Sun in the 4th house. Venus and Mars are there in the 4th house in Leo. We go right into the start of the month with the new moon in Leo in the 4th house, and Mercury then decides to join them around August 11th. So it's all your mind, your body, your energy, your soul, your feeling. Everything is all about, I need to be comfortable, I need to feel safe, I need to be able to close the door behind me in the evening and feel cozy. So what could that mean? How does that play out? Well, it could mean with Venus there in the 4th house that you might be spending a few coins on making your home more comfortable, getting a few nice extra touches. It could be anything big, from like getting new carpets or getting your house insulated to feel protected, cozy, maybe getting a security alarm. It's all about, I feel safe. And then on the kind of other end of the scale, it could just be all about getting nice cozy blankets, candles, things like cute, luxurious finishing touches that bring that lovely homely vibe to you, Taurus. But there could be a big indulgence too in food, your favorite thing, going back and kind of digging out some old recipes about, I don't know, your favorite foods that, say, your grandparents used to make, or foods that you remember years and years and years ago that it used to be your favorite, and you have to dig out a recipe and try to make it again, you know. So there's a lot of that comfort food, comfort eating, getting snuggled up in a blanket and just letting the world go away for a while. Go away. I just want my home comforts. And maybe watch a few movies or whatever. Maybe even not your usual style movies, but real tearjerk movies, you know. You know, you're watching it and you're saying, oh my God, why am I watching this? I'm just crying. What's going on? You know, crying at adverts and things like that. There'll be a lot of that going on. And you're saying, does this make me sound really soppy and sad? You know, I've got shit to be doing in my world. Am I going to be walking around just crying over silly things? You know, not really, no. But it's just what you're doing in your very, very personal, private space that matters, especially in the first half of the month, and making that really cute and really cozy for you. Now, the big energy could be going into family issues too this month. Anything to do with family, whatever situations are going on, it's like it's time to go in and have a real look at this, deal with this. If a family member needs a little bit of care or support, I can give that, I can help. If I need to organize things in my own household, like if I have children, do I need to organize daycare? Do I need to organize their little routines, or what's going on? It's like getting new systems in place in your home, getting new arrangements going on, getting everything moved around so it makes more practical sense to you, Taurus. Practical sense. But certainly dealing with family and home issues is very, very strong. Now, other things that might be going on, we've got August 11th, Jupiter is going direct finally in your 8th house. So, Taurus, if you found it was a bit weird when it came to money or investments, as an 8 card hops out there, if you found it a bit weird talking to somebody about money, dealing with your own money, maybe you share resources with somebody, you're in a joint business, you're in a joint account, you're sharing with your partner, you're sharing something with your family that's financial perhaps. This is a real month where it's like it gets easier, it improves, but you certainly have to talk more about it. You have to figure out what went wrong and sit down and talk about these issues that might be blocking maybe some financial growth. It's time to open it all out, put it out on the table and have that chat. And there's also the other thing with the 8th house here, maybe within family or within a financial issue that's going on here. You could have to sit down and have a real heart-to-heart with somebody, a real open, honest, let's deal with it, let's talk it out, what's going on. 8th house is very psychological. It's where we roll up our sleeves and don't avoid any topic. Nothing is off the table, nothing is taboo. We are just going to dive right in and deal with it. You know, so maybe that's going on between you and somebody else, or maybe even a family member. We've just got to talk about something. We can't put it off anymore. And there's luck when you do that. That's the good thing, Taurus. It feels right. Just take those two, we're jumping out there. And then that one. The other thing that the 8th house represents is this could be a real moment for those of you in a relationship, or if you've just started a relationship, where it's time to really make some private time for the two of you, where you get to just have that time by yourselves, where you can talk about deep and meaningful things again, maybe even talk about issues to do with money, but even issues to do with sensuality, sexuality, about how you can maybe expand that, grow that into a new chapter in your kind of sensual life. You know, how do we build on this? How do we make more of it? You know, how do we get it on in a new way, perhaps? Yeah, why not? I mean, these are all subjects that maybe at times people are usually not quick to talk about, but it seems that whatever is not normally spoken about can now be spoken about. So use this time, Taurus, to really dig right in and to talk about things that are usually, usually difficult to talk about, you know. Now, other things that are going on, you've got the full moon in Aquarius this month on August 15th in the 10th house. Now, Taurus, this is a real unusual moment. This could be a few things. Aquarius always wants us to step back and be a little bit objective here. And it's kind of saying to you, maybe pull your emotions, pull your energies away a little bit from something that you've had a huge amount of control over. That could have been your career. It could have been maybe a situation within your family where you were in charge of the household or something, or in charge of something. There's a real moment where it's like, you don't need to do that anymore. You don't need to kind of hold on so tightly to something that you felt very responsible for at one point. It's like there's no pressure, no need, let it go. You can share responsibilities now with Jupiter going direct in the 8th house, asking other people for their help, other people for their time, their resources, their assistance. There's no need, it seems, for you to go it alone, do it all by yourself, handle everything, all the big decisions by yourself. You could get a great level of help from people, particularly family. You know, if there's a family member that wants to help, let them help, Taurus. That's a thing that's going on there. Now, in terms of your career, this could mark a real period where you're turning a big corner. It's like, I'm not going to get so stressed and worried about my career. There seems to be a big push, a big last push in something to do with your career. And then after the full moon, it's like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm letting that go. I'm letting the hard work, the tension, the effort over that, I'm letting it go. Is it work? Perhaps. Perhaps some of you are leaving one job and starting another. But for me, Taurus, it feels more like this thing of feeling overly responsible. Maybe to the work that you're doing, but overly responsible maybe caring about somebody, overly responsible for somebody else's welfare, overly responsible for a family member's welfare. It's almost like, thank you. We're grateful that you took that level of concern over this issue, but around the time of the full moon, it's like, let other people in. You don't have to stress yourself out so much, Taurus, by being the one who's always carrying the can. You know, that kind of a way. So it's nice. It's nice where and here's the moon coming out saying, it's a good idea to let other people in. You don't have to go alone. I just keep hearing that you don't have to do it alone. And let's not forget, Taurus, fourth house energy this month is very spiritual. If you feel that you're holding the fort, doing everything on your own, maybe you're a lone parent, maybe you're finding it really difficult in work, whatever this thing is where it seems like there's nobody else carrying the weight here, I'm doing it, it's just me, the buck stops with me. It's almost like, don't forget, anytime you feel alone, that you've got your ancestors, you've got spirit with you. This is a very spiritual moment for you this month. It's kind of like, talk to them and really help them release some of the pressures for you. You know, never forget that there is always spirit there if you ever need to have a chat. You know, we have our friends, we have our family, but if you ever really feel alone, don't forget spirit is always around you, protecting you and guiding you. That seems to be very strong. So I'm going down a particular route here, Taurus. It's almost like you don't have to feel like you're doing everything alone. That's the big thing. And I really feel that you're going to get that this month. Allow family to come in to help. Allow spirit in. Allow your ancestors in. If that means going through old photographs, going through old things, things that belong to people who have gone on to the next part of their journey, dig them out again, Taurus, and make that connection again with the people that you consider your real spirit tribe, your ancestors. I just get the feeling that you're going to feel them this month, that you're going to feel their guidance, you're going to know that they're present, and you're going to know that they have your back. That's all I can say. So encourage that as much as you can, and they're there to help you. So that's very strong, Taurus, very strong. Now, in the second half of the month, it all changes. From, say, about August 18th, everything starts moving into Virgo, Mars, Venus, the Sun, and then Mercury. And on August 30th, there's a second new moon this month in Virgo, in the 5th house of creativity, pleasure, play, romance, loving what you're doing, just standing out and shining, feeling that, you know, that you're actually living in a way that matters, living in a way that motivates you, being in some part of your life, feeling alive again. It's very important. 5th house has a lot to do with children too, so you could be having a lot of fun time doing things with children, maybe going to something that they're doing, like if they're doing a concert or something like that, or if they have a special day, you could be going and having a lot of fun, enjoying that. But for me, it's a lot to do this month with remember. Dig back into the past and remember, Taurus, who you are. You've got Uranus retrograding this month in the 1st house, retrograding in Taurus, doing that very same thing, saying, Taurus, don't forget who you are. You're softer than this, you're gentler than this. Okay, the world can be tough. You have to push ahead with your career. You have to work hard. You have deadlines to meet, things to do. You have responsibilities to take on. But my love, don't forget you. Don't forget all the happy moments that you once had and bring those back again here. Pick up your hobbies again. Pick up the things that you used to love playing with, creating with. Your cooking, your singing, your music. Get back into all of that and start nourishing yourself again, Taurus. You won't realize how important that is this month until you feel, oh God, yeah, this is what I've been missing. It's like getting yourself topped up again by reminding yourself who you used to be. The happier version of yourself, the more protected version of yourself, the one who really indulged in the nicest things, Taurus. I really feel that. Make your heart and your soul happy again, like it used to be, and do whatever it takes. Even spend a little coin going and doing something that makes you really happy, Taurus, because it is time for you not to be so overly responsible in this world this month. Now, am I saying drop all your responsibilities? No, but I'm saying let go of it, that it's just you. There are other people who are very happy to come in and help, Taurus. Let them. Let them. Don't let this world be all on your shoulders, on your own. That's the real strong vibe I'm getting for you. But create, create, create. If you dig out some of that music or something, or the art or whatever it was that you love to create, the cooking, take it out again and feel that vibe. Feel the magic, Taurus. 4th house, 5th house, very strong magic. Feel creative magic running through your blood and your bones again, and it will do more than you realize for you. It really will. So that's kind of deep there. I know that, but it's good news anyway for money. Good news for those of you who are really focused now on getting a home issue or a family issue organized. And it's really good news for those of you who really want something to come to an end, where the pressure has been on you. Lots of pressure. Maybe even for some of you it could mean where you were dealing with courts, the justice system, the legal system, an official body, a government body, anything like that. Some of the stress and the pressure could come to a real end all around those things this month. The pressure to stand out and be responsible. Yeah, but I said that already. It's like it's not on your shoulders. Anyway, Taurus, let's get a few extra cards here. That one hopped out. Oh, okay, so they're all hopping out now just when I shut up. Yeah, so let me get these. Let me get 2 more, Taurus, for you. I do like the energy, you know. Going back and finding yourself. Well, how are you going to do that? How do you go back and find yourself? I think it's by rooting in the past. If you need to take a trip back to your hometown, a family member, go back to your roots. Maybe even explore your ancestry. Dig out all those photographs, dig out all those old letters maybe that you got from family members, or postcards or things. It's a trip back in time that helps you with your present and your future. So that's that. Now, 2 cards, they're not leaping. Yeah, the sun came out. 1 more. So you've the sun and the moon in your spread here so far. 1 more. I'll take that. It was pushing itself out there. Okay, Taurus, let's do this thing. Let's go over to your, ta-da, your big grand overview. So Taurus, this is Capricorn. This is also Saturn. And last month we had that eclipse. It was tough last month. I know it was. And for you, it was in the 9th house. And it was like ending some maybe long-held beliefs about something. Long-held beliefs about your vision of the world. Long-held study for some of you could have ended too. You might have got your graduation results, your test results, exam results, anything like that. Congratulations if that was you. But you're saying, what now? What now? I've changed my perspective. Life seems suddenly different. You know, it just seems different. And where do I go from here? I want to move on. So where are you moving on to? This seems that you're moving towards the Saturn energy, moving towards the Capricorn energy. Maybe it's about time that you wrote down your experiences. 9th house has a lot to do with vlogging, blogging, publishing, teaching, exchanging ideas. It could be a real moment saying, whatever experiences I've had and whatever knowledge I've accumulated over the last couple of years, I should be sharing this. I should be teaching. I should be telling people everything I've learned, everything I've experienced, everything I've known. If you've been through some particularly tough period, Taurus, maybe start a blog or a vlog and say, you know, share that with people. Maybe, perhaps, or what now? Maybe share your talents, share your skills on some kind of site, a website or YouTube or social media. Maybe that's the beginning. It's like share your story, share your knowledge, share your information, because that seems to be where it's at. And it seems to be where you want to go to kind of focus your attentions on, get serious about something. I want to get serious about something in my life. I want to leave a mark. I don't know where that came from. I want to leave a dent. I don't want to just go through this life like a feather in the wind, flitting from here, there and everywhere. I actually want to leave a legacy, something long-lasting and enduring. My family left me the legacy of maybe love or something valuable that they left you. Love, wisdom. the ability to stand on your own 2 feet, the ability to handle situations, whatever they gave you. It's like it's time that you now invested in something new, where you give back to other people. Share your stories with children, share your experiences. Write it down. I don't know, I just keep feeling that, because these energies and these cards, they can mean millions of things, but I have to rely here on what I'm being really forced to say to you in some way. It's like you would do much better, Taurus, if you focused on leaving something beautiful. Now, you're not leaving it today. You've got a long life ahead of you, of course, but it's more like start something now that you can be proud of, that's enduring, that's wise. That's why I'm saying a book, a blog, a vlog, a website, anything like that. Write it down. Share what you've experienced with other people, because that's what you seem to want. It's what you're moving towards. Now, on a very literal level, some of you could be moving to spending more time with a Capricorn. Maybe you have a family member whose sun, moon or ascendant in Capricorn, and you want to spend a bit more time with them, that you find solace with them. You get on very well with them. They're a fellow earth sign. So even though you probably might have differences, there is great feeling between the two of you. So it's time to go back, it seems, and spend a bit of time with them, even if they've passed on, even if they're in spirit. This is a real moment where you can dig back through the memories and listen for their wisdom. I know it's all very esoteric-y, wisdom-y, ancestry this month, but let's not underestimate that. This is not wishy-washy. This is not something like it's a dream. This shit will matter to you in very practical terms by the time the month ends, and that will reveal itself to you how, in your own personal way, you know. Now here we have again, we open the month where the moon energies are really kicking in this month. Very, very, very strong for you. I feel it's a lot to do with family. I feel that there is some issue or something going on that is upsetting you, that's making you cross, making you sad and disappointed also. It seems there's something you've learned about somebody that you've trusted, respected, given a lot of admiration to at one point. It's like you've learned something about them, and once it's seen now, it can't be unseen. It could be news that came to you in a very roundabout way, like via somebody, like third party. You overheard something, saw it as you were scrolling through social media, or just it's like accidentally discovering something that makes you feel very, very sad. There might be even a few tears, Taurus, and you're saying, are you just coming, did I just come here to listen to you telling me that it's all going to be sad and sad and sad and sad? No, Taurus, this seems to be very important. Whatever it is that's revealed to you, it's almost like a purge of the heart. And it's very important, very, very important for you to clean this out. You see, sometimes with this card, even though it's not represented very strongly in this deck, in other more ancient decks, it's the energy of opening the chest of the heart, opening the chest. And in that treasure chest are all the old things that we never dealt with. And they're locked in that treasure chest. And this is a real moment where you open that chest up and walk away, pull all the stuff that you haven't dealt with before out to deal with them, and then leave them behind. So with Jupiter going direct in the 8th house, I feel that there too. It's a real moment of, well, let's do that. Let's spend time going into the past, digging in and finding out why I haven't been happy, or why I feel so overly responsible in certain ways. What has been happening where I've lost myself a little bit? Uranus going retrograde in the 1st house and bringing me back to my roots. What have I lost? So there's a great big treasure chest of the heart that's opening, where you're allowed to pull out the good treasures and examine them, but also to discard what's weighing you down in your heart, Taurus. Yeah. So that you can have a clean slate and move on, particularly after the eclipse last month. It's like it's a clean slate Move on. Move on. Now here we have mid-month. We have a tower moment here, Taurus. It's that full moon in Aquarius, I feel, coming in. And it's also Uranus, the lightning strike. He is the lightning coming in and saying, Taurus, what have you been doing? You have been going down paths that have brought you strange karma. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? This is a Libra card. Maybe there's a Libra sun, moon or ascendant acting as a catalyst of change in your life. Could be a family member or somebody very, very close to you, part of your soul tribe perhaps, that are kind of, one way or another, they're kind of kicking this in, a catalyst either positively or negatively. They're saying, Taurus, this has to stop. You have to, it's almost like something has to stop. You have to stop fooling yourself. You have to stop not being you. It's almost like I feel somebody saying, I miss you. I miss who you used to be. I miss so much about you. Where have you gone? Where have you gone? And you might be saying, well, I haven't been feeling great lately. And it's almost like a big catalyst, Taurus. I'm feeling this. Something is coming down and it has to come down. You have to deal with these things that are making you sad. You have to deal with some inner anger or inner tension. It has to happen. And something is coming in. Karma. This is a karma card. It's karma. It's like you can't support this anymore. So what is that, Taurus? For me, it's a feeling. Feeling unworthy, feeling unloved, feeling unlovable, feeling like you're not getting support maybe from family or friends, feeling like something has gone very wrong for you personally and nobody has noticed. Maybe feeling sad that you've carried a lot inside for a long time. And with the full moon in the 10th house, it's like a real moment where you're like, I'm done pretending that I can handle this. I can't handle this. Yeah, so there is something coming, Taurus, and I have to say it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt, but it is ultimately designed to make you happier. It's like, you know, if you've an abscess, it's like taking the lance, and to burst an abscess, initially it's painful as hell, but it has to be burst so that it's healed and that the healing process can begin. Something big is changing, Taurus. It could be to do with family, it could be to do with relationships, it could be to do with the work that you're doing. It's just not supported anymore by the universe. It's time. It's time to let it go. Time to let it go. And here we have an unhealthy environment. Unhealthy environment. Now I do see that you're putting a lot of energy this month into cleaning up your home, getting it nice, cozy, comfortable, having some peace and quiet, scheduling some quiet time for yourself. Scorpio is also doing the same thing as you this month. It's like, I need that space to turn the chaos around again. The chaos. So that I can get my mind clear again. So that I can see what I'm doing. Taurus, if I didn't know any better, I would say that your emotions have been building and building and building, and this month it seems they just get the better of you, and something happens where you're ready to be honest with your family, honest with your partner, honest with the people that you really love, and say, I really need you to help me, or I really need you to, you know, go over something with me. I need help with, maybe you've got resources, maybe it's a financial thing. It's please don't be doing something that's hurting you on your own. That's what I'm feeling, Taurus. I'm feeling very protective over you, but I mean, that's all well and good as somebody who's on the other side of YouTube saying that, but I do. But what I'm happy about is that I feel the energy, the spirit energy, your ancestors, all the energy is saying, don't worry about what's collapsing this month. Don't worry about what goes wrong. Don't worry if something seems like it's all falling down. This was part of the divine plan. This was supposed to happen. This is the lance breaking the abscess so that you can heal. We're taking you out of an uncomfortable position, an uncomfortable place, and we are slowly and gently bringing you back on a happier path to your destiny, a happier place, a happier environment, maybe even a happier living environment where the neighbours are better, where it's less noisy, less chaotic, where the traffic isn't driving you nuts when you try to sleep at night. It's health. We need to bring you into a healthier place. So you are really, it's almost like the feeling, Taurus, of being taken in hand this month and carried somewhere. So there's a level of trust that's required here on your part. Don't try to keep something going when it's really ready to fall. There's a level of trust required, so go with it. Now, as we come to the end of the month, again, I see what's really needed here is your confidence and your skills of being able to sense out who and what has taken your energy and power away. That's coming back. Physical strength may be coming back for some of you too. It's this transformation, Taurus, of pretending that you're okay and trying to put on a brave face, trying to put on this front, this mask. I'm doing okay, I'm doing fine, I'm doing fine. And then other people not really understanding what's going on behind that. But this is a real change. It's almost like I've got to change this. I don't like pretending to be something I'm not. Maybe it's making me not look great in the eyes of other people, perhaps. Not that you really care, and nor should you care, Taurus, but it's more like something that you're saying to yourself here. There needs to be more energy being put into fun, me being me laughing, me being spontaneous, me letting my hair down, me just being in that really comfortable zone again, where I'm having the laugh, where I'm not all worried about certain things. And it starts, Taurus. The sun does begin to come out. It really does. But it's almost like an invitation. The sun, this is Leo season, moving into Virgo season. And Virgo season is in the 5th house, which is naturally ruled by the sun. It's like it's an invitation. Come out to play. Come out, and heal yourself. Come out and smile. Come out and be happy. Don't be stuck in a place with all those responsibilities if you're not happy, my love. Don't be trying to do everything on your own if it's not making you happy. Remember your smile. Remember your happiness. And it's an invitation. You see, it's reversed. So it's almost like saying, I need you to meet me halfway. And together we can heal what you couldn't heal before. So I see by the end of the month, maybe a Leo or a fire sign, sun, moon or ascendant, Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, very strongly feeling Leo, might be coaxing you out. Come to my birthday, come to my party, come to some event I'm having, come out, Taurus, we want you. We're inviting you. And there's a feeling of being coaxed, but they can't make you do anything if you don't want to. And what I feel is, take the invitation. Take the invitation if you're invited out towards the end of the month to some fun thing, some creative thing, some letting your hair down thing, Taurus, because there's a gentle healing that could happen here that's much needed. And I get it. I know some of you might be listening to this maybe at the start of the month saying, I don't know, I don't think I need healing, I didn't feel that. Just watch, maybe come back towards the end of the month and you might see how it plays out. You probably didn't realise that something is opening up for you emotionally, that something is being purged and healed, that something does need to be dealt with or spoken about, maybe with the help of other people. And the fire signs are helping you. Libra seems to be helping you, Leo seems to be helping you, and maybe even Capricorn, they seem to be helping you, possibly even Virgo. But it's this thing of, if you're invited, come out. Don't hide anymore these feelings, these hurts. It's time to expose what you've been hiding and trying to put a brave front on. And let that be the month that it is. Even if you've got other things going on, work, projects, blah, blah, blah. let them continue, let them carry on. This seems to be just a much deeper and more powerful divine expression of the energy for you this month, Taurus. And it's a strong, strong undercurrent that I think ultimately is trying to bring you back into a place of real, true, honest happiness, Taurus. And there's nothing wrong with finally allowing that back into your life. You know, going back and rediscovering who you are again, without the you that didn't have the pressures, the you that wasn't worried about money or family or this or that, the you that wasn't worried about any of those things, that just beamed from ear to ear, the you that had confidence and could strike it up and light up a room with your very beautiful presence. It's time, I was going to call you Leo, sorry, in Leo season, it's time in Leo season to do that, Taurus. To learn again how to strike it up, to be that magnetic one, that daring one, that enigmatic one. It's time to find him and her again, and to let them come out and play. So take that offer at the end of the month and let your hair down, my love, because this could be the beginning of something very powerful and divinely beautiful for you. That's the way it is this month. Sorry, my camera's acting very strange this month, Taurus. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. But you know these are the general energies, strong energies, but general. If you want to get into the nitty-gritty, Taurus, of the month's energies, come to the deep read, the VIMEO readings. It's linked down there below in the description box. Come along and we'll open it all out. What's going on with your relationships? For the singles, is there love this month? Family, friends, money, career, everything that we probably didn't touch upon here, we'll open that right out in the deep read, the VIMEO readings. Come along, it's linked down there below, Taurus, and we'll see what's going on. And I'm going to leave it at that, my beautiful, and I will leave you with all my love, as always, and a great big kiss from me to you. Until next month, my beauty. Bye.